Hey guys, and welcome back to the More An Hour podcast. I am one of your ill hosts, Zach.
Ill hosts, and I'm the other one, Dan.
Are you ill?
Not quite.
Oh, well I am. So if I sound different, it's because I'm ill. Hopefully I don't sound too different, but we power through. Anyway, before we get into this episode, as always, please do us a favour, hit that like button. If you find yourself enjoying this one, it really does help us out. We do appreciate it, and it does help to promote the podcast. And promoting the podcast is, of course, what, Dan?
Promoting the illness that you have.
Hopefully not. I don't want to spread this any more than I already have, but
No, it's
yeah.
the more than that.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Alrighty. So, as always, I think we're going to jump straight into the moronic or not section, where if you guys are new here, this section is where we get 5 random words, all short phrases from you lovely viewers, and collectively decide whether that word or thing is moronic or not. It's in the name. That could be the concept, it could be the thing itself, or it could be from one of our personal experiences. And the beauty of it is it is entirely subjective, meaning if you guys do have a different opinion, it's fine because it's just a bit of fun. And you guys can send your suggestions in the description below on both YouTube and Spotify. So please send them in. We're not running low by any means, but you never know. You might see them featured in a future episode. So Let's get started then with letter openers.
What?
Letter openers.
Letter
So
openers?
yeah, it's like a mini knife that's not that sharp that you use to open letters if you suck at opening letters like I do.
How do you suck at opening letters? It's paper. Just tear the paper.
Yeah, if if you don't want to rip the envelope or envelope wherever
Why would
it's
you?
from.
Why would you not want to rip the envelope? You're gonna throw it away.
Well, I don't know. Some people might like to have it look
I never keep
more
envelopes.
presentable. I don't know.
They
I
don't
use one
cost-
because otherwise I'm always scared of accidentally ripping the thing inside as well. So I generally just kind of use a letter opener nowadays. And before people call me old, I don't care. It's helpful.
I think they're kind of stupid. I normally just
Oh.
rip the paper. They're not even that hard as well. You just get your fingernail underneath the envelope, the opener bit, and then
No, because some envelopes are bastards. They put way too much adhesive on it, so that when you go to open it, it just kind of doesn't open it properly.
A lot of people use tape for whatever reason.
Do they? I don't think I've ever run into
Yeah,
anyone
they-
that uses tape as...
No, a lot of people do it. They put like tape over the envelope because they can't get the sticky bit to stick.
Right, from now on, every
It's just
single
really
person
annoying.
I meet, I'm going to ask them whether they put tape on their envelopes, because I've never heard of this in my life.
Really annoying. Yeah.
Would you use a letter opener in that case then?
No, I'd probably use the sharp end of scissors to cut the tape.
Well, it's pretty... Oh, I was going to say, it's pretty much the same thing, but yeah, it's like a single-edged scissor is the best way to describe it. It's not sharp.
No,
It's just kind of a thing to strike through the envelope with. I find it quite helpful. I like using them. So I'm going to go not moronic.
No, I'm going to disagree.
Oh, bloody hell, we're starting off with a
Yeah.
with a discrepancy. Oh, that's always a fun one. Alrighty, next one here. I think we're going to agree on this one. Frog legs. Never tried them.
Well, frog legs.
I've never tried them.
No, but I don't know. I don't know if I can get behind it or not.
Some people say they have like a chickeny texture, but a fish taste.
Yeah,
is what
probably
I've heard. But I don't know. I've never tried them.
I don't know. That's hard.
Would you want to try them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
you'd be
know.
interested. Okay, me too. So maybe one day we go to France. Actually, no, I'm not going to France. Stop that.
Oh, we've been to France already, and
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It was not great. We've told that story so many fucking times on this podcast.
Yeah, I
you know.
know.
I think everyone knows what happened, but if for some reason you don't, watch all of our older episodes to find out more.
Frog legs.
I think we spoke about these last episode, did we not? Not in the moronic or not section, just in general.
Oh, like French food and stuff. Yeah, about snails.
Oh yeah, snails. That's weird. Why would you eat
snail?
snail? Yeah, why? Weird. Anyway, frog legs.
The
Uh,
frog legs, I think, I don't know. When I try them, I'll make a more justified opinion. But
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't really see how they could be that bad. Like, I can't imagine them being like revolting like the snails.
I'll say not moronic, but that is definitely subject to change.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to agree. Not moronic, subject to change
Yeah.
as and when we try them in about 10 years. All right, next one is fake plants for people that
Okay.
can't
Well, it's
take
more.
care of real
Yeah.
plants.
It's just purely decoration. Let's
Yes,
face it.
yep, as is a regular plant,
If
generally.
you don't know how to fill the space in your house, so you buy a fake plant.
Yep,
You
but
don't have
only
to
if you
water
can't take
it.
only if you can't take care of a real plant.
Yeah, but got to
Yeah.
water it every day. That.
No, you don't. Some plants, cactus,
Well, no,
cacti,
the real ones,
you
most
only
of
have
them.
to water about once a year or something stupid. You know what? I'm googling it. How often do you have to water a cactus? How often do you reckon? Once every 3 months?
Well, yeah, most of the water is like self-contained, is it not?
Yeah. How often to water a cactus? Right. About
It's
once
got
a
to be
week.
like, yeah,
Once a week,
once a
apparently.
week.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
During the growing season, March through September in the northern hemisphere. During the winter months, cacti only need occasional watering, but about once or twice a month.
I
Cool.
would have imagined that.
So once a week
Um,
in summer, and about once or twice a month in winter. For any cacti enthusiasts.
what's worse, fake plants or fake grass?
Fake grass.
My aunt's house have that.
Of
It's
course it
just
does.
like their entire garden is just fake grass.
It's okay if you're doing like if you've got like a football pitch. If it's astroturf and you're doing like a football pitch, fair enough. But if you're just doing it because you can't be asked to cut the grass fucking every few weeks, what's wrong with you? I mean, if you're an old person, fair enough. But like,
Well, yeah,
if you're fairly young, I'd say 70s and below. Just get regular grass like everyone else.
but like fake plants are purely aesthetic and they're going to cost like over £50,
Yeah,
pretty
don't
much.
do fake plants cost more than regular plants? Do you reckon? I
Yeah,
feel like they
probably
would,
because
right?
someone made it.
Yeah, true. But someone has to grow the plant, you know. You know what? Do
They've
fake
got to pay the
plants.
people that made it, so they're going to charge more because obviously the person that made it needs a cut off the pay.
Yeah, true. Uh,
Yeah,
okay, you can get
they'll
a
charge more for that. You've got to pay for the materials as well.
right, Dan. If
So
you're
then they're ripping
interested,
off all that.
you can get a fake spathiphyllum. I think I said that right. Spathiphyllum. For $1.99.
That's not too bad.
However, you can get a pair of fake topiary trees called Salix Flamingo for 40 quid.
I still don't really see the point of
No, neither
them.
do I. Just buy a
I
real
do
plant,
think they're a waste
people.
of money. I think this is number on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. Right, next one is laptop stickers. Stickers on a laptop. There's only so many
Well, I
ways you can
guess
say that.
maybe it helps identifying your laptop. I don't know.
Potentially. I also think they're kind of daft because you can only ever put them on that laptop, then you can never get them off. So if you wanted
Oh
to,
yeah.
upgrade your laptop or your laptop broke, yeah, you can't get those stickers off. You're just gonna have to buy new ones.
Again,
So
I can sort of see a use, but it's very niche, and
yeah,
I
very very niche.
personally wouldn't do it. It's a bit dumb.
Yeah, very daft. Yeah, I don't know.
I,
Yeah, I'm gonna go moronic. I think.
yeah, moronic again.
Alrighty, a lot of moronics today.
Yeah, I know.
All right, last one on here is lamps.
Lamp.
Yep, a lamp. You know, the thing you use to light up a room that's not attached to anything. It's a freestanding light bulb with a
No, those. Oh, they're quite
stand.
useful, I guess. Like, if it's like, when I'm studying, right, when it's not too dark. No, if it's dark enough but not too light, Like you don't really want to switch on the main light.
Yeah.
But then switching on like a lamp nearby just it helps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I personally use them.
Yeah.
Quite
I use a lamp in my room as my sole source of light. Mainly because my main lights are fucked and I can't be bothered to change them because trying to get the bulbs they're a very like niche bulb type and I just can't be bothered to try and search for them. So I just use the lamp.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna go Notmore on it because I use them.
yeah, I think that's another Notmore on it. Yeah.
Do you have the have you got one of those like Pixar looking lamps? You know the Pixar lamp that squashes the eye at the start of every film.
Oh, those ones with the they have like a little stand. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a.
No,
I mean, they're a desk lamp at the end of the day, aren't they?
I think mine's attached to a wall. I can't remember. It might be attached to a stand, but
yeah,
I think I don't know. It's probably somehow attached to the wall. It's one of those ones where it's like a little
yeah.
You know, there's like a stand.
Yeah.
That's like it's a small circular stand, very small. You
Yeah.
can like attach it to a wall.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, mine's
one
just
of those
freestanding.
ones, yeah, it's a bit odd, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna go Notmore on it. I quite like lamps.
Yeah, I go Notmore on it.
Alrighty, that's quite a quick one actually today. We haven't gone on much of a tangent on either of those things, so kind of shocking for us. I think it's the first time I've ever done it. But
half and half today.
Yeah, so we got letter opener, bit of discrepancy there. I said not moronic, Dan said moronic. Frog legs, we said not moronic, subject to change. Fake plants moronic, laptop stickers moronic, lamps not moronic.
I'm not sure if it's ever been like half and half before.
I mean, it's physically impossible for it to be half and half because actually no, it's not. It's not because we can have one discrepancy and two of each. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, so should we just jump into our regularly scheduled nonsense?
Yep, let's jump straight in.
Alrighty, go ahead.
Alright, so me first. So I've been looking at game shows recently, right? And not like the standard ones. I mean like the proper weird ones. Of course, Japan has like thousands of like weird game shows that make no sense.
They don't just have game shows that make no sense, but like they're like prank shows as well. Go to another fucking level.
Yeah, I know.
We'll talk about that in a later episode.
But over here, though, the UK is not exempt from criticism. So I'm going to go through the first one. You know, Jungle Run, CITV game show that aired until 2006.
I cannot tell you I do. I might recognise it, but I can't. I don't know it by name.
Yeah, so this one is on the same set. It's filmed on the same set.
Oh, cool.
Jungle
Run. Let's have a look.
And Jungle Run was a kids show, but this show was called Naked Jungle, right? And it was filmed on the same set.
Oh shit! I do recognise this.
Yeah.
It's the thing with it. Oh yeah, I have a vague memory of this shit.
Yeah.
Google it for those interested.
So it's a Keith Chegwin show called Naked Jungle, where it's
Naked Jungle.
It's similar to Jungle, but the contestants participate with minimal clothing.
What the
usually
fuck?
None.
Please don't tell me this is still a kid show.
No.
Thank fuck.
When the presenter Keith Chegwin, he wears a hat and that's it. And there's 5 men and 5 women. But the opening line, I saw 5 minutes of this.
Yeah.
Opening line, he says, people of all ages compete with no clothes on to win £5,000.
Right. What kind of challenges are there? Is there like? Are they like?
It's similar to the ones on Jungle Run, but honestly, I wasn't paying attention. I watched 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, fair enough. Weird. What kind of what station? Sorry, station. How fucking old am I? What channel's that on? Or is it stopped now? I assume it's stopped.
It's stopped. It was like the year 2000.
Yeah, don't shock me.
Yeah.
I wonder why that got cancelled, guys.
It was on. The funny thing is, when I sort of watched the episode after 5 minutes. It was on YouTube. It was not even age restricted. It was just on YouTube. Yeah, it was released in
Yeah,
the
but
year
then again,
2000.
man. Then again, YouTube do have do have like a clause in their terms of service that if it's educational, nudity is allowed.
There's nothing educational about that.
I mean, you could do. I mean, on YouTube, don't ask why I know this because one of my friends showed it to me because they're fucking weird, and of course they'd know this. Naked yoga is not age restricted on YouTube. So if anyone wants to watch naked yoga, it's on YouTube for completely free.
Yeah, that is so strange.
So in theory, a 4-year-old could come across that. They could go from watching fucking Coco Melon to that shit. God knows why the algorithm would suggest it, but it's a thing.
They win a grand total of £500, and that's it.
I thought it was £5,000.
5,000, that's it.
I was gonna say, £500. That is not worth it.
Whereas 5,000, but even then, that's like fuck all.
Would you want to win £5,000 for being naked for however long this TV show? Actually, yeah. Would you go on TV naked for £5,000? That's my question.
No,
I wouldn't. Just
£5,000.
because that's not something I need future generations of my bloodline to see.
Yeah,
Or anyone in my
knows
current
what
bloodline.
How would you get a job afterwards? Like,
How would you?
what if your employers do that?
How would you apply to? How would you apply to go on that show? Like, yeah, I could do that naked. Sounds piss easy enough.
The trouble is, though, the first minute of the show he says people of all ages.
That's a bit nonsense.
I was thinking, why the fuck would you say that?
Bit weird.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's like, hopefully it's 18 plus.
I should hope so, because otherwise there's a lot of nonsense going around in that show.
Yeah, I know. So
and what's the name of this, so the viewers can know to avoid it, or
it's,
watch it if you're some
Naked
sick
Jungle.
freak?
Naked Jungle by
Alright.
Keith Chegwin, who's sadly no longer with us.
Did he? I'm not going to make a joke. That's fucking bizarre.
The funny thing is, you know what inspired me to research that?
You were naked in a jungle and you wanted to see if someone made a game show of it.
No. So I was watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right? The first question was which of these people was part of the Flintstones, right? And it gave a load of Keiths. It was Keith Richard, Keith Lemon, Keith Chegwin, and some other bloke I didn't know. The guy, I kid you not, he didn't have a clue, right? So he used Ask the Host on the very first question, and he was torn between Keith Richard and Keith Chegwin.
Well, then again, I don't know much about the Flintstones because that's before our time, really, isn't it?
Keith Chegwin was the joke answer, apparently, because for the first question,
yeah. There's always a joke answer. Yeah.
And then he used another lifeline before the £1,000 question.
Oh, really? Wow.
But he won. He won 125 grand.
Fair play to him. Worked out.
And to be fair, I didn't know that question either.
Yeah, that's because Flintstones was before our time, man, wasn't it?
Yeah, no.
We were sat there watching Amazing World of Gumball and Peppa Pig.
Yeah. But yeah, then I researched Keith Chegwin and then came across that.
Lovely.
Yeah. But yeah, also came across a few more as well.
Okay.
Another one was Touch the Truck, right?
Well, you have to touch a truck.
It's essentially Last to Leave challenge.
Oh, so it's like a Mr. Beast video, but live TV. Not live, but
leave this wins money.
Yeah, so a Mr. Beast video.
And it's presented by it's weird because it's presented by Dale Winton.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you wouldn't have expected that because I actually know who Dale Winton actually is.
Yeah, a bit weird.
But he's also sadly not with us because he passed away.
Damn, a lot of game show hosts dying.
Yeah, I think it's like it was like 15 years before Mr. Beast came on YouTube.
Well then, we know where Mr. Beast is getting his video ideas.
So I think Dale Winton passed away like 10 years ago or over that.
All right.
So it's quite an old.
New Mr. Beast video. It's going to be Naked in the Jungle. Going to be based off that. You heard it here first. If that actually happens, by the way, I want credit. Jimmy, give me money. I think his name's Jimmy.
Yeah, and the final one is probably the most insane one. It's a show called Intercept, where the contestants are prompted to race to Russia in a car. So a
That's kind of
producer
cool.
tells them,
Maybe not at the
well,
moment.
they tell them, here's a car, race to Russia. But what they didn't tell them is that the producer also called the police, saying that the car was stolen.
Oh, so they're
And
being
there's
hunted.
underneath. And they're being hunted by the police real time.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it can only really work like one episode or one season. Because, like, after that point, then it becomes a bit, like, obvious. Because you know what you're
Yeah,
applying for.
yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Or what you
three
do is you do like one team is being hunted, one team isn't, so that then they don't know if they're being hunted.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. And even
It's
then, like, surely the police would clock on and go, well, there's no fucking point because that's just a game show.
yeah,
I guess you could do private investigators or something.
it's probably like a fake police or something like that.
Probably.
Because
Probably
like if you
not
did
the
with
real one.
real police, then like if
You get
you actually
fined
called
for
the
that,
real
right?
police, it'd be you might even get a sentence because it's wasting police time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Very strange.
What's the fine for wasting police time?
I don't
It's
actually
quite
know. Funnily
serious.
enough, I've never
It's
done
a
it, mate.
serious offence.
I don't actually know. I assume it's somewhere like 500 quid or something.
Yeah, it is Criminal Law Act 1967. So you do get like charged for it.
Yeah, obviously.
Community service, fines, even prison sentences. So it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my monthly dose of absolute nonsense.
Fair enough, mate. Going back in time slightly, would you like to
Yeah.
know a slightly depressing fact?
Sure.
According to an economist, Juliet Score, definitely butchered her name, so sorry, Juliet. Medieval peasants in England likely worked no more than 120 to 150 days out of the year.
No more.
Yeah, so they enjoyed about 8-ish weeks to half a year off.
Jesus.
They wouldn't work for half the year.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And you want to know the best
do
part?
in that time?
So Dan, guess what?
What?
The average human nowadays works pretty much double a medieval peasant.
How many days do most people work now? It's like
A lot.
5.
I think they work a bit more than 5, mate.
Well, it's 52 weeks in a year, and it's sort of 5/7 of that, right? Minus bank holidays.
Well, we know that it's a lot more than 150 days a year.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So, fun facts, people. You most likely work more than a medieval peasant.
Yeah, that's a bit depressing.
And that's mainly because, you want to know why that happened?
Yeah, why?
It's because the higher-ups believed that in order to make them work harder, you don't put them in as much stress. So, like, you let them have half a year off, and you just put them in rotation. So, like, I could be working for the first 6 months of the year, you could be working for the second 6 months.
Oh, I see. Oh,
So you're always
right.
getting work, but, like, you just have half a year to do whatever the fuck you want.
This is interesting because it's raised the question: should they reduce the working week to 4 days?
A lot of people I've found, actually, since COVID, do actually work 4 days a week. So they do, like, so they take Friday off, or they take Monday off.
Yeah,
A
but
lot of
like,
people have, like, longer
if everyone
days,
did
but
that,
less days.
if everyone did that on a national scale, do you think it would work?
Yeah. I don't see why it wouldn't.
But wouldn't they have to pay you less? Because obviously you're doing less work.
No, you'd be doing the same amount of hours, Because what you do, Dan, is say I don't work on Friday and I've got to work 7 hours in that day. I just split those 7 hours up over the other remaining 4 days.
Yeah.
So, like, instead of doing, I
See,
don't know,
yeah.
7 hours a day, 5 days a week, I do, like, what is it, 8.5, 9 hours a day, 4 days a week.
That's a bit much, though. 9 hours a day.
It depends. It depends on the job, really. So,
I think, I mean, with my preference, I probably would take like an extra hour, but just have a half day.
fair, fair.
I mean, is it just me, or do half days feel better than actually having a day off?
Sometimes,
Like, you take secondary school, for example.
yeah, secondary school, it did hit different.
Like, did you remember when the water pipes froze?
Oh my god, yeah. Shit
So
was
we
fun.
had a half day. Was it a
Yeah.
half day, or was it like a full day?
No, it was from the start of period 3. So it was a little bit more than a half day. We had period 1 and 2, and then that was
Was it
it.
1 and 2, and then it was like half of 3 or something
No,
like
it
that?
wasn't even half. I mean, yeah, technically it was kind of half of 3 because the deputy head teacher came into our. So I remember you were in a different French class to me. They brought your class in. We were all sitting there like, what the fuck's happening? What's going on? And then the deputy head teacher comes in, being like, "Oh yeah, by the way, water pipes are frozen, so we have to send you all home because the toilets don't work." And we were like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
all right, sure."
but I'll go as far to say like having a half day and that happening felt better
In
than
school, yes. At
getting the
work, maybe
day
not.
off. Well, in work, obviously, it's different. You would
Yeah,
gladly take a full day off
yeah,
because
exactly.
then obviously
I
you
mean,
got to
even then,
travel there. And I
during
imagine
work,
so.
actually, half days can be more useful sometimes. Like I know I've in my current job, I have taken a few half days, just to I don't know get stuff done in the afternoons that I wouldn't have otherwise. But
Yeah, but like with a half day at work, like you've actually got to travel there,
well, it
and
depends if you're working from home or
obviously
not. Because a lot of people still work from home, especially on like
working from home,
Fridays and
obviously
stuff.
there isn't. Yeah, well, working from home, you probably don't have much of a problem, but
Yeah, yeah,
typically
yeah.
people work in like London and that, which
Yeah,
is
if you work
quite
in if
far
you work
away.
in an office 5 days a week, taking a half day is probably
You've
more
got to get
pointless.
there, pay for travel, then go all the way back. So you're
Yeah,
probably
especially if it takes
traveling
you like an
more.
hour to get in
Yeah,
and you get in at 9, you got to still wake up at like 6 or whatever, and then you're leaving 6 hours later, so it's kind of pointless. But I don't know. It's up to you, man. However you want to use your annual leave. But yeah, that's a little fun little
well, say
fact for you.
fun. It's
It's pretty depressing.
more. Yeah, it's more depressing than
Yeah.
anything, but very
Moving on to a
interesting.
slightly more light-hearted topic. If you
Right,
could uninvent one thing in the universe, what are you gonna remove? What are you gonna uninvent?
uninvent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty good question,
Like you could
actually.
just uninvent the Earth's crust.
Uninvent. Right, let's
Like
just
the Earth's
think
crust
about this
just no
one.
longer exists.
Candy Crush. I was going to say Taylor Swift
Not
songs.
Candy Crush, the Earth's crust. You
Oh,
fucking
the Earth's
donut.
crust. I thought you said Candy Crush.
You fucking donut. What do you mean Candy Crush?
The mobile game.
Right, you know what? Viewers, I really, really hope you've heard that properly. I hope you've heard me say the Earth's crust and Dan say fucking Candy Crush.
Right, uninvent something.
Donut.
So I would say inflation. It depends if it has to be tangible or not.
It can be whatever the fuck you want, mate.
Well,
Just
obviously I
something
would
that
say
will affect
inflation.
something massively.
Inflation.
I'm not gonna
I
lie,
would
I
uninvent
was
that.
gonna go something really fucking stupid like walls.
Walls.
Yeah,
How the hell would that work?
exactly. You just wouldn't have walls.
Oh, was this going to tie into the bloody what was the thing we talked about last week? That Aladdin thing,
Oh
that
yeah, no.
movie
The
they wanted
genies.
to make.
No, no, no. We're not gonna talk about genies this episode, don't worry, viewers.
I
Maybe
thought
we
you were
will
going to say
later.
something stupid like fucking Bernoulli's Principle.
Oh yeah,
or
yeah,
Newton's third law,
yeah.
or
You can
something like
remove
that.
Newton's third law. To be fair, as part of this question, that'll be a thing.
Yeah, that's like you say uninvent, like
No, when I
is
say
it really
uninvent, I mean just get
invent?
rid of something.
Oh, so get rid of something.
Yeah. Oh, I got another good one. Ceilings.
Yeah,
Just get rid of all ceilings and roofs. No more ceilings on anything ever. Yep.
oh, jeez. I was probably gonna say Roblox, the game.
Okay.
I think that would have
Uh,
been an interesting one.
what else could you do? Water receptacles. So stuff like water bottles, reservoirs, all that kind of thing. Just get rid of it. Lights. Just any and all sources of light.
Plants, that would be a dangerous one.
Yeah, just no. I'll take it a step further. Photosynthesis. So plants are still there. They just don't photosynthesize anymore.
What's like the lowest, like the most grainal thing you could remove? That
Atoms.
would have a. Well, yeah, yeah, that's obviously like no, but what I mean is like removing something very grainal that
Oh,
people
something
like
that like you wouldn't think has an effect, but has an
you wouldn't
effect.
think has an effect, but has an effect.
Uh, chlorophyll.
No, but even then, no,
The
I
thing
don't
that the
know.
thing that
That's
makes
a hard
leaves
one.
green. For those who don't know.
Is the thing if you took like a fundamental element, right, that's responsible for let's say plant life. If you changed one atom in that to something else, would you think that has an entire effect on the existence of literally everything?
Possibly,
If you change one atom in an element,
possibly, yeah. I mean, if you could uh you could change DNA at that point, couldn't you? If you were changing one atom, that could change something's DNA. I think that's how it works.
yeah, kind of in a way. Then with
Dumb question:
DNA,
is DNA made up of atoms? I might be a really really stupid fucking question, but I've
I
only
think
just thought of
everything's
it.
made out of atoms.
I'm gonna Google this because I'm fucking curious now. I've
It's a little
got
weird.
yeah, I know. It's just is DNA made of atoms?
Well, atoms they're made into like molecules, aren't they? And then obviously it's made into bigger stuff than that.
So DNA
Your
is made up of
monomers,
molecules
polymers.
called nucleotides. Each
Yes, they
nucleotide contains three components. Phosphate group,
play.
one is
Yeah.
phosphorus, which is one phosphorus atom
We
bonded to
did this
four
in
oxygen
GC
atoms, a sugar
biology.
molecule, and a nitrogen base.
Yeah, so
So
the
yes,
with
yes.
DNA, it's changing the base that has the effect.
So
Um,
yes, DNA is made up of atoms.
but yeah, it's
Yes, it is.
changing the
Good
it's
for, good to
changing the
know.
base.
You heard it
That's
here
how
first,
mutations work.
biologists.
Yeah, that's how mutations work. If you change the base, it can have an effect on the protein that's made.
Well, there you go. There's your minuscule thing that you wouldn't think it had an effect, but it has an effect.
Yeah, but it doesn't always have an effect. There's like
It
different
could.
levels. It could sometimes there's something called silent mutations where if you change a base, it doesn't have an effect at all.
Yeah,
It'll
if you
still
were to
code for the
give the
same
base
protein.
an extra atom,
It's more that's the thing. Like if you added, it's gonna sound stupid, but if you added like a single hydrogen atom onto let's say adenine, which is a DNA base, what what then happens? Does it still function as adenine,
I don't know,
or
mate.
is it just gonna? It's probably not gonna function at all. Let's face it.
Yeah, probably not.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't because they did the bases they bind together. So it's adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine.
Right,
So
right.
they bind to each other. Yeah, so it wouldn't. So if you added one hydrogen atom onto
Yeah,
adenine, then that could pretty much break everything.
yeah.
That's a good
Speaking of
one.
hydrogen, bombs. You just get rid of bombs from the universe. No, no more bombs, including
Oh,
nukes. No, get rid of them. No, they can no longer be invented, ever. Never existed. Never can be existed, ever.
it might actually be a good thing.
Yeah, but would it change the fabric of reality? Because obviously, Hiroshima and Nagasaki was at the end of World War Two. Would that
Oh,
have an
you're
effect?
going back to the past. Oh, right.
Yeah, so you're at the start of the universe, and you have the choice to change one thing from ever being invented, and or you have the ability to change whatever the fuck you want, basically.
Yes,
If you get rid of the ability to make bombs, then
Yeah,
you change the course of history. Maybe, I don't know.
because if you didn't bomb Hiroshima or Nagasaki,
Yeah, it could have a
then Japan
detrimental
would have.
impact on the rest of the planet. Yeah, so who
Well,
knows?
Japan would have still been allied with Germany, and whether or not it has a factor with like who won the war.
Yeah, exactly.
I,
Historians, let us know. History theorists,
I
let us
can't
know.
imagine so because it was won by, I don't know if this was right, but I think it was Alan Turing. That sort of broke the Enigma code. I
Yeah, I
think
was gonna
that's
say
what
that was
led
Enigma code.
English
That didn't have a lot
win.
to do with Japan, did it? I don't know. I can't fucking
No,
remember.
it's like winning World War Two.
Oh yeah, true.
So I don't think it would have mattered too much.
Yeah,
It probably would have made things a bit harder. I don't know, but
yeah.
it's interesting.
What? You can remove one thing or change one thing in the universe. What are you changing? What's the one thing you're gonna prevent from happening? I say happening. You have to change a minuscule thing. So you can never invent a wall. So walls now don't exist forever.
See,
It's got to be something
this is
random and
the
stupid.
thing. You could potentially deliberately try and assassinate a certain individual
By
in a
removing
certain way.
something.
Well, no, but
Or adding something or
if,
changing something or
if
whatever the fuck.
they were going to be in a certain place in a certain time,
What if you got rid of weapons? Just any and all weapons.
that would change
Literally
a
everything
lot.
in history.
But then, obviously, you use knives to hunt, right? To fish,
Yeah,
and
that's the thing. How different would things be?
it would change. Of course, yeah, it would change everything, like the fishing industry. That
No,
probably would
Dan, I'm
happen.
thinking go back to cavemen.
Caveman
We wouldn't be able
times.
to hunt for food. Well, we'd just be herbivores. We'd be
Yeah, we'd all be
vegans.
dead.
We'd be vegans.
Well, you
Or we would
in all
have
due
been eaten
respect, you
by
can,
every kind of creature that ever attacked us. So yeah, we probably would have died.
just a bit off topic. Were you one of those kids that used to pick up buttercups and eat them?
What the fuck?
There were kids in my year that were it is really weird. They used to pick up buttercups
What, you mean the
and eat
flowers?
them. Yeah, the flowers.
Yeah, weirdos, man. Freaks.
I
You
think
were
I
one of
did
those
it
kids,
once.
weren't you?
I did it once because
Fucking
my
weirdo.
friend was doing it.
Yeah, you're a fucking
He
weirdo,
was
mate.
picking up buttercups and eating them.
Right.
I did it once. Really strange.
What did it taste like?
I don't even know. It was just so. I don't know. It was very weird.
Alrighty. You heard it here first. The official
I can't
taste
even
test of
explain
buttercups.
it.
Dan doesn't know.
It's weird. I wonder if there's
Uh,
anywhere in the world that eats flowers
of
as
course there
cuisine.
is. Lavender is a flower, and that's a flavour of a lot of things.
No,
I
but
think.
actual flowers.
Probably. Probably.
Well,
What else could
edible
you remove?
flowers. Oh my god! Right, they are.
What would you find?
Here's the thing, though. It's when you say vegetables or herbs count, if you make it into a herb, it doesn't really count.
I mean, it's a flower. Flower is flower, Dan. Whether
Here
it's
we go.
no longer a flower, it still was once a flower.
Well, you're right. There's one called the Moringa oleifera flower. It's
Richard.
used in the Indian subcontinent,
Oh, good.
and that's like a full-on flower they eat.
Fair enough. If
Snapdragon,
it keeps them alive, fair enough.
all the flower. I know what snapdragons are because they're in Plants vs Zombies, but that's about it.
Fuck's sake. I'll tell you what, you don't actually realise how much games teach you, you can learn a lot from games. I mean, that's how I learned my fucking...
Yeah, definitely.
That's how I learned to double indefinitely. You got 1 to 2, 2 to 4.
Yeah.
4 to 8, 16,
That's
32,
how binary
64,
numbers work.
128,
It's
256.
base 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Minecraft, for example, a lot of like digital systems, like when I did digital systems at uni,
Yep.
um, yeah, like the words flip flop latches came up,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is used a lot in Redstone and that.
So you're speaking of Redstone. I actually found something quite interesting, right? Did you know
Yeah,
Minecraft Redstone exists in real life and you've encountered it before in your daily life and you didn't know?
it's like electricity.
No, not. It's actually in something you wouldn't expect. Watches.
Okay.
So you know how in Minecraft some components use quartz?
Oh yes, yeah. Quartz is used a lot in like
Yeah.
computers.
So in the real world, when you apply an electric charge to quartz, it vibrates
Yeah.
at a very consistent rate. It's what is
Oh, is
it?
this the
It's
computer clock?
no. So every second, quartz vibrates at I think it's 32,768 times per second. Yeah, that sounds right. 32,768 times per second. So quartz watches use a device to measure that vibration, right? And every 32,768 vibrations, it sends another electrical pulse to move the second hand forward.
Oh right.
But interestingly, the technical word for one of these cycles is called a tick.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
why,
Tick.
one, people say, watches tick. And also, in some Minecraft things, you'll hear one tick is literally 32,768 vibrations of a piece of quartz.
Yeah, I've just searched it up. Yeah, but quartz it's also used in the component, the clock.
Yep. Watch,
Yeah, that
clock, same fucking thing, Dan. Both tell the time, they're the same thing. One's portable, one's not.
does like fetch, decode, execute cycles pretty much.
Mm.
It like ticks every millisecond or whatever, and it
Yeah.
performs like a they call it in computer science it's called an FDE cycle, which is fetch, decode, execute.
Well, there you go. So,
Yeah,
Dan, technically, some
there's
watches,
quartz in that.
some watches, and therefore clocks use redstone. Use Minecraft redstone.
Well, with that, it's more like logic gates, and then obviously you can do stuff with these logic gates. You can like well, they say you turn them into flip flops, which they have particular functionality, and that is it's all really strange, but yeah, it's bizarre, but it all stems from binary logic, like just ones and zeros,
Yep.
which is kind of mad to think about, like how you can only take two numbers and then do all of that with just binary logic.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it's kind of insane.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not talking digital watches there. By the way, I'm talking like actual analog.
Actual and yeah, analog.
For
Yeah, that
those
makes
viewers who
sense.
don't know, analog is non-digital, and apparently,
But
by the way, they stopped teaching that in schools. In some schools, apparently,
what?
analog.
What?
Reading a
Why?
clock
Why?
because they're fucking stupid. That's why. You always need
I
to
think
read
that's a
an
bit.
analog
Yeah.
clock. Like, yes, you've got it on your phone, you've got it on your digital watch, whatever the fuck. You're still going to need to read a clock at some point in your life. Probably.
Even in an exam, like
Exactly.
they put clocks around the room. They're all analog.
Exactly. Like, why do you not? I think it's mainly in America that they stopped teaching them, to be fair. I'm pretty sure. But
Yeah, that is
actually,
really
Dan,
dumb.
you went to a different primary school than me. So did you ever have, like, people who went to my primary school, you'll know what I'm talking about, hopefully. They were like
Yeah,
these
they use
little
those
yellow
clocks.
clocks that had
Yeah,
red numbers and a blue. Or was it the other way around? It was definitely a yellow
I
base.
can't remember what it was, but I do remember it.
It was
I
like
knew you were going to
yellow,
say it.
blue, and red.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find an image and put it in.
yeah. I remember the exact clock you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
At least they teach you analog. But
Yeah.
now in the
Okay.
there's
To cut you off, sorry, Dan, real quick. These clocks are yellow with red numbers, I was right, and blue hands, I was right.
Yeah, but you know the exams you sit at the end of year six, the
Yeah,
SATs.
yeah,
Yeah, so of course the content's been changed since we sat them in like 2014.
yeah.
But yeah,
Bloody
they
hell,
now
no, it was 2015.
yeah they teach Roman numerals now.
That's kind of no, that's actually kind of useful.
But I don't know. It's like
I use Roman numerals
yeah.
fairly often. I say fairly often. I use them somewhat often.
See, so I don't know. I just think it's kind of a bit useless. You only really need to know, say, I, V, X,
Um,
probably C. You don't really need to know like the proper mental ones.
oh yeah, no, you don't need to go into like the millions or something. You just kind of need to know, you know, like the basic numbers, 1,000, uh, 100, all that kind of thing. But yeah,
No,
I mean, I use Roman numerals a fair bit actually.
I use hexadecimal to count.
Of course you fucking do, you weirdo.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D,
Yeah,
E, F.
well, as long as you don't use the fucking French system, which is like 2010-7 for
Oh,
whatever the
that
fuck
yeah,
that is.
that's.
Someone do the maths.
Oh, have
Like,
you seen Korean numbers?
no, I don't want to now. You
Yeah,
scared me.
they've got, no, they've got two number systems.
Oh, fuck off. You've already got
Two.
your weird age. Just leave it at that. Why you got to go more with weird numbers?
The first
Number is
system.
number, man.
The first system is actually pretty convenient, right?
Is it R1?
It's pretty easy. No, it's a bit different, but it's like a lot less to learn, so it's a bit
Okay.
simpler. So like 40 would be the word for 40, the word for 4, and then the word for 10.
So they're doing maths again. Why are you doing maths when you're just counting?
Well, no, it's yeah, but with us it's 30 rather than 310.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like it just makes it a bit easier if you were to learn the numbers. I don't know. But then the other one is like our system, and you got to
Yeah.
know when to use
Good.
each one, and then it is really
But like,
strange.
if anyone actually used the French counting system that, you know, isn't French, why?
Oh yeah, yeah those French
Like, to
numbers
get to
were.
70, it's like three 20s and a 10. Like, yes, technically that's right, but just have a word for 70. You don't need. What is it? I don't even
Do you
care
know the
enough.
word for 17 French?
No. I never got
I
that
don't.
high.
I got an 8 in French, and
I got to
even
I
I
got
got
to
it right.
20 and stopped. Maybe 30 if I'm lucky.
That's the thing. I look back on it. I got an 8 in French, but it's like I can't speak any
No, but
French.
bear in mind, right? The stuff they teach you isn't useful. If I get stranded in France for some unknown fucking reason, I can't say like, can you tell me where the nearest train station is, or how do I get back to this place? Rather than I like to eat hamburgers with my friends at the weekend while I play football.
Well, no, but we had shit teachers for 5 years. One
You're
of
not
your
wrong.
teachers kept telling you all to talk to the trees.
No, no, no. I had about six
It should
teachers
help.
in 1 year, each of which decided to not teach properly. One of which was pretty stupid and just liked to yell at us constantly. I'm pretty sure I've told this story about 17 times, so I'm gonna
Yes,
not
the
do it again.
woman, the woman with the really short
None of them were
hair and
bald. Fucking hell.
earring. No, she wasn't bald, but she had like a really annoying voice.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. By the way, just for reference, by the way, you can buy the primary school clocks.
Oh, them.
One is on Amazon for £10.88. Another one is for 22 quid.
That's a
Take
bit
your pick.
much.
Take your pick, people. But yeah, if you wanted one, you can buy one. God knows why you'd want one, in case you're, I don't know, maybe you're homeschooling someone. I don't know. But yeah, you can in fact buy them. And they look the exact same as they did when I was, however old I was when I was learning time.
In your primary school, did they used to have those? You know, in the assembly hall, they used to have those apparatus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with like there was rings on them.
But
Then
the
it was
thing is,
like
you'd never be allowed to
no,
use them ever. I don't think I've
no,
ever
they used
seen them
to have
used
them.
by anyone.
Yeah, I don't know. Every primary school had them, and I don't know why.
If you used them, please tell us what they were for. We don't know. They might have been for some gymnastics thing. I don't know, but to
I
my
think they were
knowledge,
used
they just used
PE
to
lessons,
sit
but
there and
they
do fuck
on
all. They were dust
yeah, and
collectors
then
at the end of the day.
so you would have them at like the left side of the assembly hall, and then at the far back you'd have the benches.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to talk about the benches. I think everyone knows.
Everyone remembers the benches. You know what? If I can find it, I'll whack an image on screen now. It's a massive long wooden bench with the four like cream or white, like I even know like screw protectors, I guess. So people wouldn't
Oh, well,
try and
those
dig out the
things that
screws.
stick out, like those dome
Yeah,
things
the
that
dome
spring
things
out.
on the side. You know what I mean.
Yeah, then
You'll see the thing on the image
yeah, I
in the
remember that.
fucking thing.
Yeah,
I tell you what, by the way, primary school like it was good.
it was. Yeah, British
I mean,
primary
I
school
say that
is
I had no
bizarre
friends
though.
back then, so you know that was fun.
British primary school is pretty bizarre.
Yeah, it's a strange place, man. I mean, to be fair, I don't know whether your school had this, but I remember a time there was during break you could go to the canteen and buy fruit for ridiculous prices. When I say ridiculous prices, I mean ridiculously cheap. Like you could get a packet of raisins for 5p.
Mm.
You could get an orange for like 20p, an apple for 30 maybe. I don't remember exact prices, but I remember the raisins was 5p because I used to fucking scran them every day.
Then compare it to secondary school.
Yeah. I used to have three garlic breads a day.
Yeah, the fucking garlic bread.
Mate, they were good. They cost me 30p a piece. It cost me a quid to have three garlic breads a day. That's pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah, but like come lunchtime, the food they would sell was pretty shit.
Oh yeah, that was shit. That's why no one ever ate there.
It's
I'm
just like
talking like,
shit pizza. I remember the pizza. I found like pink bubbles in them at some
bro,
point.
I'm telling you that like
There was some weird shit in there.
the canteen in our secondary school, right? It was really good at break because you could get some good stuff.
Yeah, break
And then
time it
it
was great.
lunch, if you ate there, good luck to you, fella.
Yeah, I know.
Very, very bizarre food. But I tell you what, the garlic breads were good.
Oh,
Uh,
definitely.
I mean, to be fair, it got to a point, right, where the lady, the dinner lady, right, used
Oh
to
god,
hold
yeah.
three at the side for me, and I just turn up and give them. She just give them to me and go, oh, I'll just do it on your account in a minute. I don't know if she actually did. I think she let me off like once or twice, but I don't know. But like
That
every
reminds
now and then, like actually I say every now and then, it genuinely got to a point where she was just like, yeah, go on, I've already done it. Just go. I'll be like, oh, cheers. It was great.
that reminds me. In sixth form, we used to go out at lunch. Me and my friend. He he used to buy 3 wings from Favourite Chicken
Oh
every
yeah,
day,
yeah.
and it got to the point where the guys there come
Knew
lunchtime,
him.
they'll have like 3 wings ready, and
Yeah,
he would just
exactly.
turn up,
It's
pay. He
literally
wouldn't have
that.
to say a word.
You just become a regular, and they're like, yeah, just
Yeah.
take it, man. We've already billed you. To be fair, in my sick form, they had these really nice chorizo sausage rolls that they would make in house. I think.
Oh,
But like they were like Greg's kind of things. They weren't Greg's, but they were like Greg's level. They were good, man. The sausage
oh,
rolls from
definitely,
my sick
yeah.
form used to bang. I used to get one like I used to get them once a week because they were quite pricey. They were £1.15, but they were worth it. And they were also really hot as well because they also used to warm them up. It was really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I do miss them every now and then. I do like think back now, right, and think if I could go back and have a garlic bread, three garlic breads, and a sausage roll from the respective schools, I would genuinely get me those garlic bread. I consider myself a garlic bread connoisseur because of it. Like, you got to remember, I had 3 garlic breads
bread.
5 days a week for like 4 years minimum.
Yeah.
Like, I know garlic bread, and I know when there's good garlic bread. Like, if you go to a
Yeah.
restaurant and they got garlic bread, you best believe I'm trying it. And if it's bad, you will know. But if it's good, you will also know. You know what? Maybe I'll start doing garlic bread reviews on the podcast. Viewers, let us know down in the comments, would you want to see garlic bread reviews by me? Or just food reviews?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. We just go to a
Right.
restaurant and just review it. Like a nice piece of food, we will wrap it up there. So, yeah, if you guys have enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more like this, you can go ahead and subscribe. And we will see you in the next one.
Bye.